Another very rough day for the cryptocurrency market brings altcoin season down to a level of 27. Guys, altcoins have been hit very hard just in the last week alone. I mean, if you think about where we were, altcoins were testing all-time highs. They were testing fresh annual highs. We were seeing prices soar. And then we got a little bit of confusion and a little bit of uncertainty between trade, between China and the entire world. But because Trump announced more tariffs on China, these trade concerns resurfaced, and we are seeing another major buy opportunity. So we're going to be talking a little bit about that in the video, why the prices are moving down the way that they are, but we're also going to be going over some Shiba Inu coin price predictions, because analysts are still extremely optimistic. Despite the current price action, Shiba Inu coin could still surge in value. So let's discuss it. If it sounds like something you're interested in, let's get started. What's up, everybody? I'm Clay, and as you can see, we've got some very strong news surrounding Shiba Inu coin. We're going to be going over that, but I do want to say thank you very much for watching the video on this channel. I'm unable to post on the other channel for another couple months. YouTube won't tell me why. I really don't think they like cryptocurrency. So if you want to continue watching the videos, please make sure to click the subscribe button on this channel, and do not forget to diversify. Look, at a level of 28 fear right now, we are on the brink of extreme fear, which has led to some of the best buying opportunities throughout history. And because of that, I am buying everything that I can get my hands on, and one of the tokens that I've been buying most recently is Snorter token. Now, this token only has 2 days and 23 hours left in its ICO, so pay attention to that. It is brand new. Yes, it is speculative, but these guys are building a Solana meme crypto trading bot. Now, what it does is essentially you hook your trading bot up to a Telegram account, you hook your wallet to that trading bot, and then you set your strategy. And 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, Snorter token, or Snorter bot, I should say, can go out there buying and selling and buying and selling. It never sleeps. Now, it's got some of the fastest transactions in the entire industry, and it's got some of the lowest fees in the entire industry. So not only is it faster, it is cheaper than all of its competition. So make sure to use that link down in the description below. Check out the website, see what these guys are building, and if you're interested, grab some as well. No, that's what I did. Here's my strategy, right? Diversification, but I have to maintain that positive attitude. I still believe that we've got further gains. I still believe that this trade confusion and, look, I call it confusion because we went through all of this just a couple of months ago. It was the beginning of 2025. And all of the tariff concerns, we're going to run into economic ruin. Nobody's going to global trade anymore. And we saw how that worked out, right? Other countries began to comply, and the United States is much better off because of it. Prices rose. Not only did prices rise, but prices hit all-time highs, and everybody was better off for it. So when China and the United States finally come to an agreement on whatever they're worried about with their rare earth minerals and all of that, I believe we see prices rise once again. And we have an incredible opportunity. We are oversold. We are sitting at a level of 27 in altcoin season, and we're sitting at a level of 28 fear. The market has been hit very hard, and I believe that leads to buying opportunities, even in tiny little tokens like Snorter token. Now, Snorter token it's essentially a meme coin, right? You do have the bot that goes along with it, but what leads meme coins? Dogecoin and Shiba Inu coin, right? Speculation. But we cannot expect major gains until people are greedy. And people are not greedy right now. They are fearful. So when we see price predictions like this for a potential 500% increase, yes, I think that this could happen. But it's not going to happen as people are showing fear. People don't go out there and buy risky or speculative assets when they are afraid. And right now, they are afraid. But they do buy risky and speculative assets when they are greedy. It's almost like it doesn't make sense, right? People are willing to sell their Bitcoin right now because they're fearful. People are willing to sell their, literally, go on down the line, literally everything. They're selling everything right now because they are afraid. They don't know what happens tomorrow. Well, when you finally realize nobody ever knows what happens tomorrow, okay, you can kind of get over that fear a little bit. When you get over the idea that the ups and the downs, the swings don't matter, you're here for the game and you're here for the gains, well then of course everything becomes a buying opportunity. And when that fear turns to greed, Shiba Inu coin could lead memes higher. It says Shiba Inu coin's price prediction is finally coming in with a hint of a potential end to the extended dip circle that has held the coin down over the last few months. It's really been down over the last year. All of 2025 has been essentially negative price action, with Shiba Inu coin being pushed down into, let's see if we can pull it up here. Shiba Inu coin being pushed down into the bottom end of this descending wedge here, and it's currently sitting at 956 points per coin, a level that I did not expect to see. But I also did not expect more trade concerns between China and the United States. It says, however, Shiba Inu coin's price prediction is creating a division, as some analysts' opinions hold that the coin could still be headed for a further dip. While market experts hold out with their Shiba Inu coin price prediction, here's what's to understand about the current market dynamics. Is the current setup supportive of this 500% price prediction? When Shiba Inu coin's price finally hitting the much projected bottom of 1,000 points per coin by the end of the last week, some experts believe this could be the time to start buying the dip. However, some experts believe it might not be the end of the dip. The outlook for Shiba Inu coin over the last few weeks suggested the dip would find its bottom around that 1,000 point per coin and reverse to a potential 5x high. But while the coin indeed touched this low last weekend, it came in a market crash that saw the price drop far beyond the projection. Following the Shiba Inu coin price prediction over the last few weeks, some investors are now moving closer to buying the Shiba Inu coin with an eye on 5x, whereas other analysts now say the dip might not be the right time for buying as sentiment remains red. Here's the thing, okay? I can't predict the perfect bottom. These analysts can't predict the perfect bottom. Nobody can predict the perfect bottom. But what we can do is ride the cycles. Fear does not last forever. And greed does not last forever. You guys can see fear, greed, fear, greed, fear, greed, fear, greed. You get it, right? And we are back down into a level of fear, potentially going to hit a level of extreme fear the same way that we did when people were concerned about Chinese tariffs and US tariffs and all of this back at the beginning of 2025. If we enter that same fearful cycle, guys, it is a beautiful sight to behold when the gains do come true. So that is why I buy. Now, one of the places that I am buying is the KCEX exchange. You guys got a link for that down in the description below. Take advantage of it. Now, I know, dude, I get tired of it too, right? I can sit here and beat my head against the wall all day long saying, buy the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip. I want to see the rip. I want to see the extreme greed. We just haven't been there yet. There's a lot going on in the world. People, dude, it's almost like people have zero conviction whatsoever in anything that they do anymore. But we will see extreme greed hit the market once again. I can't time it perfectly. Nobody can. But what I can do is pay attention to the indicators, buy when I can, hold when I can, and focus on the future. So let me know what you guys are buying down in the comments below. And until the next time, hope that each and every one of you have an awesome day.